So when the pandemic started, many people were working from home. Pet adoptions skyrocketed.
Yep.
A study by the ASPCA found that 1 in 5 households adopted a dog or a cat at the time.
A lot of people were taking in dogs, right? But now, as more people are heading back to work, pet adoptions have slowed significantly. So we have Sarah Bradshaw, Operations Director for Shelter in Stanwood, called the NOAA Center, joining us this morning to talk about that. Sarah, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So when we talk about, a lack of pet adoption, Sarah, you characterized it in an email to me as an alarming trend. Why is that, and how serious is it?
It's very serious. So with the end of the pandemic, many people are starting to have experienced life changes. A lot of people have had to change where they live. Their work situations have changed. Many people have gone back to work. A lot of people have been moving. With the housing crisis and people not being able to afford their homes, they're moving to different locations. So shelter intake has been so much higher than it has in the past by community surrender. A lot of people are having to surrender their animals that they adopted during the pandemic to their local shelters. And a shelter like the NOAA Center, we transfer in those animals from other shelters to help alleviate the overpopulation burden. And now what we're finding is, because we're experiencing a slower rate of adoptions, we're not able to transfer in as many animals, and they're staying in their community shelters longer. And canines, large breed dogs especially, are having less positive outcomes in the shelter due to overpopulation.
Now, there are many different shelters throughout the Puget Sound. Are they all seeing the same thing?
From what we understand from our transfer partners, many of whom are in Washington State, we do bring animals in from local shelters and rescues. They are saying the same thing. And part of it is that spay and neuter didn't really happen during the pandemic. So now we're seeing a lot of juveniles and neonates as well. Our kitten season has absolutely exploded, and we're seeing a lot of puppies coming in from rural areas in Eastern Washington. And the overpopulation is a huge problem because it's flooding the shelters. And so, yes, I would say that all of the shelters in our state are experiencing that.
Sarah, it sounds like, this is tied in obviously to how our economy is, right? With the reasons why pets are being surrendered. At least that's what it sounds like. Am I wrong there? And what is the effect of the pet? When the pet has a home, right, and then it sends it back to the shelter, I would imagine that's not a good thing for the pet.
It's not. It's extremely challenging for the animal. They don't speak English. They don't talk like we do, and they don't understand. And I think that's one of the hardest things. Is we know that the pet owners, the people, are very sad. And then we're here seeing the animals after they've been left, and no one can explain to them why they've been left. And I've had 5 returns just this week of animals that we've taken back into the shelter. And it's absolutely heartbreaking because they're sad and angry. And with COVID, we're seeing a lot of unsocialized dogs as well. So we're seeing a lot of behavioral problems that we haven't seen in the past. A lot of reactivity towards other dogs, people, which makes them even harder to adopt once they go into another, once they get here, trying to get them into another home when they have behavioral concerns is extremely challenging.
That is extremely heartbreaking to hear. You think about the dog being sad, but they are. Okay, Sarah, so economic situations, so much has changed since the pandemic. So maybe we can switch this around, maybe change some things. So from your expertise, what should people know before adopting so this doesn't happen?
Have very clear expectations. understand your budget and your constraints, and understand the animals become part of your family, and that it's a lifetime commitment. You absolutely have to be willing to make the sacrifices and the changes in your life. And I would recommend that people do a lot of research, and then also give these shelter animals time to adjust once they're in their new homes. I find that that's a pretty large problem, is people expect them to integrate immediately into their family. It takes time. And I think having a very clear expectation of having patience and grace for everyone involved would go a long ways towards making sure that a successful adoption happens.
Yeah, we certainly hope that this situation changes. Sarah Bradshaw, Operations Director for the Noah Center in Stanwood, Washington. Thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.